Okay, you guys, she is back again. My girl, Megan Colwell, is here again to have another fun chat with me. If you didn't know, Megan works with me. You can go back, search her name with Social Sunshine because she's been on multiple times, but she works with me at Fun Love Media, director of design. She's also a social media manager. She's got her hands in our podcasting division and our social media, all the things. And she's also a wonderful person. Thank you for coming back, babe.
Aw, thank you. You're always so sweet. You're like my fave.
Well, I mean, hair flip. That was a horrible hair flip because I was trying not to hit my earbud.
You're, it looked cute. It still looked cute to
Let me
me.
try. Let me
But
try
no,
again. That was better. Okay.
fucking nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we are always talking because we work so closely together, and we're always talking about ideas and things on social media, weird things we see, cool things we see, everything in between. And something recently we were talking about that we were like, okay, we have to talk to listeners about this, was about basically like how maybe business owners may not realize how they can kind of protect their brand on social media. And just like give them a few pointers on how to do that and what the hell we even mean by that. So what we're referring to is like, and Megan, you said this well before we started recording, was like, it's, your social media presence as a business is an extension of what you are in real life. So if you are a boutique and you have a brick and mortar location, like your social media presence is an extension of that. But if you don't, and you are, a web designer that works from home, it doesn't matter. It's still an extension of your brand, and you should protect it, and you should, know like you have some control basically. So let's just like toss out a few different things that we were thinking that people could do. So one was, like if you're getting nasty comments, what do you say to somebody that like, and it's on their business account, and they've got like somebody using bad language or whatever, like in a bad way. Cause I mean, we like we like colorful language around here, but like not if we're using it like in a hateful way towards someone. So what can someone do? They can hide comments,
Yep.
delete them.
They can hide, block, delete comments that show up across the social media spectrum, wherever their presence is. I think it's so interesting that there seems to be a disconnect of small business owners. Like they totally get having a brick and mortar store, but when it comes to their social media presence, it's this whole other weird entity. Like, oh, I don't want to offend someone if they took the time to comment. But the comment is clearly rude. Being a social media manager, I am intimately involved in these brands building their presence on social media. I literally get the notifications of these comments. So I'm kind of like the first filter, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I'll tell the client, I'll like screenshot it, and I'm like, hey, this person said something that is not aligned with your brand. And they'll get a little worried, like, what should we do with this comment? And I'm like, fucking delete it, man. Block that dude. Here's the thing is if that troll walked into your business, you wouldn't let them say any of that shit at all. You would say, go, get out of here.
Right. Yeah, that's such a good point. Like you wouldn't allow someone to come into your business and be like bleepity bleepity bleep 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 whatever they want to say to you and talk shit
Hmm.
on you and your business, or like how your sign looks. Like can you, like, that's actually another funny thing. Like can you imagine like if people acted in real life in a business the way that they will on social media? Like it's like they come into your store and be like, this place is fucking ugly. Or like, why are you dressed like that, girl? You look old. Or like, right? Like
Yeah.
these are the things that people say on social media. And it's like, it's okay to delete it. It's okay to block these
Uh,
people. We have a client at Fun Love Media that is a theater company in Houston, and something that I've talked with the Fun Love Media team member that's their social media manager about is like, if people get on there hating on the performers in the theater and like on the actors and saying bad things, that shit's got to go. I mean, it's not like having a good solid debate or discussion. there's a
Yeah,
difference between like that kind of commenting where you're just like having a back and forth versus just straight up
right.
people talking shit on your business or your organization.
Right. And I think part of it takes practice. I think part of it, you have to see all the comments and get some experience on social media to start to differentiate between constructive criticism and like solid feedback versus just a mean ass troll.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the account you're talking about, there's just mean people. It has nothing to do, it's like someone walking into your business and just going, ugh, cringe.
Like, what?
What? Get the fuck out of here with that.
That's so funny. Can you imagine that? We should do that.
Yeah.
We should like do some videos where we like that. Okay. Hang on.
Yeah.
That's an
No,
idea. I'm going to note that. I got to note that down.
that's the whole idea. Just like
Video idea.
go into someone's business and be like, you look old and poor. Like, uh. like, as a business owner, you are well within your rights to not have those comments on your page. You know what I mean? Because they
Right.
don't do anything for your business, and you're there to promote your business and to build a brand and make an impact. And like, don't let them bog you down.
Right, right. And also I think just on the general topic of social media trolls, it's important for everyone to remember that most of the time it's a stranger. It's someone we don't know how old or young they are.
Hmm.
I mean, you could be dealing with a child. You could be dealing with somebody that's like living in their mom's basement, or you could be dealing with a neighbor down the street that seems like they have their shit together, but really they're an asshole. You don't know, and it's just a lot of times it's literally nothing to do with you or your business. And
Exactly.
people just like get some sort of a kick out of going on social media and leaving rude comments. So yeah, so definitely hide, delete, block, whatever you got to do to protect your brand in that way. And like you were saying, like it's an extension of your brand on social media. So, you know, if you wouldn't do it in real life,
Hmm.
then probably not in social. So also you going out and engaging with other accounts, like if you get, say, fired up about politics, I would not recommend you being in your business account and going and engaging with stuff like that and starting to have debates with people. That's just like, I
Right.
feel like it's probably not the best idea for a business account. Yet some people do that. And it just
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Yeah, I think the lines get blurred too with like social media and public relations and image. I do think that they blend into one another, but you just have to keep that in mind as you're building your brand. You don't want to have all these trolls infiltrate it and ruin what you got going on, everything you've spent so much time and effort and money on, probably, especially for our clients at Fun Love Media. Like, don't let other people ruin it. Like I said, you could totally block and move on.
Right. You can really curate your experience. And also on this topic, something that I wanted to point out is that because I know that this is I mean, we joke about some of this stuff, but this is for real. Like some people have a hard time with like when they want to be on social for their business and they want to be professional, but they also want to be maybe silly or fun or do something that's trendy, like something in that kind of category. You can do both. You can be quote unquote professional because professional means all kinds of things. It's not just
Yeah,
like this cookie cutter look like what it used to be. But professional and responsible, respectful of your brand and all that. But you can still do that and have fun, right? I think you might have to practice a little, right? Like, I mean, because you could get on camera and you could even do a full on like silly trending video for your business and not post it if you're unsure. Go back and watch it a couple hours later, save it and see what you think. If you feel like later you're like, oh God, I definitely shouldn't post that. Well, then, okay, maybe you shouldn't post it.
yeah, but I think there's certain things if you're building a professional small business presence on social media that you just probably should steer clear from. Like you said, politics, sex, religion, like unless your brand is specifically one of those three things, which
Right.
most of you are not, just avoid it. I mean, I don't ever see a real need to put those opinions out there. And if you do feel passionately about a certain opinion, and you're like, I do want to post up about it, just know that there's probably going to be trolls. But again, you can filter them as you see fit. It's your right.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's an interesting topic. I mean, it's sometimes it's really hard to navigate, especially for people that don't have experience with social media, that don't like social media, right? Have been resistant to it. And then like now they're trying to get into it. And then it's like,
Hmm.
how do I handle this? So what can I talk about? What can't I talk about? And it's a whole other topic too. Like with, if you're like the business owner or like even like leadership in a business and you have your own personal presence on social media, that's a whole other can of worms, right? Because we should totally be able to be ourselves and express ourselves as individuals. I hope that we are past the time where it was like, don't get a tattoo, you won't get a job. Remember back in the day, the old
Right,
school, like make it where you can hide it.
right.
That mentality. I mean, hopefully we're just about past all that. So that's good. And I see lots of improvement there, but like there's still things like there's still some sort of like etiquette or boundaries or something. If you are, leadership in a company, when you get on there as an individual, while you should be able to express yourself, you also have to consider, I guess, the repercussions. So, but I never want to like, really censor people. It's a hard thing to balance.
Yeah, talk about a can of worms. I totally believe in the First Amendment, free speech, and we've talked about this before, but it's a different entity when it's your business, when it is a professional career thing. It's different from your personal brand. And if you're using your personal brand to leverage your business, you have to be aware of your content, what you're putting out there. If your personal brand still has to make sense for the
Right.
business if you're linking them like that. But, you
Right.
know, I just don't see a problem with getting rid of people who are purposefully mean and hateful and non-constructive and just downright assholes. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't ever hang out with an asshole. Why am I going to let them infiltrate my presence on social media?
Right. Not going to hang out with you in real life. Not going to hang out with you here.
Yeah, bye, Felicia. Fuck that guy.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here today again to chat with me about this. I hope that I'm sure we did help some small business owners out there that need some guidance and maybe a
Yes.
laugh or two.
Yeah. And well, just feel empowered to take control of your own business. It's your business. It is your baby and your passion. Like, protect it.
Yeah, for sure. And be yourself and don't be scared to be yourself. I think it's totally cool. I just think that if you do feel hesitant or doubtful about should I say that, is it okay? All that kind of stuff. You can pause. It's okay. You can give yourself time. You don't have to rush. If you want to record something and you want to go back to it and make sure you still feel cool about it and it's representing you well in your business, then do it that way. Like you just figure out your way. I think that's such a myth, right? It's like
Right.
one way to do stuff, but with social media there's like a gazillion ways, so you got to figure out your own shit and what works for you.
I totally agree.
All right, thanks, Megan.
Thanks, B. Talk to you later.